We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
We're going to set. Reset. Reset.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throw left side complete. That's White. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Rashad White from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A run once more with Hampton. Well, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for him. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 34-yard line.
Go set. Reset. Reset.
To throw is Darnold. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Go set. Reset.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready? Go.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Gravity line. Ready, ready.
Back to Hampton on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go. Cougar 19.
From the gun, here's Horn. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Ward from the gun on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him got it to 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give here to Hampton. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing now, Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself. 17-0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go.
To throw, here's Ward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against blow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up the 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's 17-7. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here goes, set. Set.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here goes, set. Reset. Set.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Reset. Reset.
Hunt will try going up the middle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9.
Here goes, set. Reset.
They run again with Hunt. Broken tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Reset. Reset. Reset.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Set. Young lady. Reset.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80. Good. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Ward. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The Chargers, first down.
60 Eagles. 60
A
Eagles.
gain
Here we
of
go.
16 yards.
Bronco
First
80.
down, Los Angeles.
They go play action with Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Will work inside here. Hampton. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ward. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they work this run upfield across the 45. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Ready?
From the gun, Ward. And this one finds McConkey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
70 Lions, Bronco 80.
Hampton going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
70.
Now Ward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
To the air again, Donald. Swings this out for Hunt. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold. And a dump off to White. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To throw is Ward. He'll try and do this himself. Now deep in for Johnston. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked out by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A give right side now to Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Here's Ward.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when you're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Got the Lions. Check up.
On the give, this is Hampton.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston, 37 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now down to 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they move this all the way down to the 9th. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now, Ward. And he's getting his man in stride, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
At the Dolphins' 3-yard line.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Lad McConkey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Chargers 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go, son.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19, 18.
Ward now, throwing to start the drive. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he's going to step up and run. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Ward. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 33. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
7 yards there, 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here, outside. Yo, lady. Red lady. Outside.
Off of play action, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Outside. Outside. Red 80. Outside. Outside.
Darnold now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. He's going to try and go deep again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Ward. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. And that will be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Going for it, here's Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to...
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.